Hey everyone, Dan from DJD Books, and today I have a LEGO City update for you all. And today I'm going to be working more on the modular buildings. I hope to do this more of a regular series because obviously recently I did the tour of what I was working on the LEGO City, and obviously I have two buildings obviously right here that were from the city, and this is the Nelson and Murdock building, and I'm really happy with it. So hopefully within this update I want to work more on the new shop. I won't get too much on the new shop because I've not been able to hold any parts for it. I want to redo the front of the Nelson and Murdock building and also work a bit more on my park, because I've got an idea of what I want to do that. Unfortunately, may also not get much progress on it. So yeah, let's jump into it with the first building. So yeah, starting off with the new shop. Obviously, I've worked a bit more on the roof. As you can see, I've actually moved this forward by 2 studs forward underneath. So it's almost like, looks like it's an overhang. And the reason I've done that is because that would then mean that, by looking at this, I've decided to put these on jump pads. Obviously, it's 10 1x1 bricks with 2 1x1 plates on top of each other on jump pad. The reason I've done this is because if I just remove this and this and this and this, it actually means if I can put this right here, this fits just underneath and it should fit on like that. Yep. And if I also do the same on the other side like that, and then that also means with the 1x2s that I have left over, they can still go on it like this, which actually means it just means it's no, oh, that's not right, somewhere. So yeah, oh, this is not right, guys. Okay, there. If I just lift this up quickly, this is a little bit finicky because I don't think the plate is meant to obviously be like this. Because if you look inside the city, it did levitate a little bit more. So yeah, the reason I've done this is actually now means there's a bit more to the front, because I'm gonna have like 2 buildings that are completely flat, and it would have been 3 if I'm not changing the design of one of them. Obviously, why the windows like this? Because I just think the windows are fine the size. I've also got the door that can also be open, which is really cool. And that does then leave 2 2x2 dark stone grey tiles to be used elsewhere within the city. Now, obviously, I've got this on the front. This has always been a plan to put on the front. It was going to be a new the white lamp that normally seen on modulars, but by the fact that you get this, I think I got this in one of the LEGO extra poly bags. It goes perfectly right here. I may switch this out actually for a 2x2, not a jumper tile, but like just a regular 2x2 flat plate, just so it doesn't like come off all the time, because the connect actually. But yeah, I also like the front of it to be matching the tiles there, and obviously I've got the grey there. So yeah, really cool. Another feature that I do like with my modulars, well, if I wanted to go look at the back, if I take these tiles off, I can just remove the entire back wall, which I kind of like. So if I need to get back into the back, I'll just go this way. Obviously, the interior is very barren at the minute and a bit dusty. I really want to work on this. I need to look at my YouTube tutorials on how to do like shelving units, so I can fit this bag I've got here. I've got just of newspapers. I mentioned this in the city video. Maybe I'll also try and get more of the Daily Bugle ones. But yeah, but doing this as well means I can get that also. So yeah, and that can all go in right there, and then these can fit on like this, so it doesn't move. And also notice I've not left as much space as other modules because it just has given me a bit extra space. Now, yeah, that does mean when it comes to the other sides, you'll still be able to see some of these bricks here, which is a shame. Now, you're wondering, yeah, a few of these bricks are some faded, and that's unfortunate. But I'm not going to change them even if I get replacements, because I think it just makes more sense to do this. Due to the fact that it's on the sides and you're only going to really see the front and the back. Now, obviously, you'll see some bits on the side, but you won't really be looking at that for the city. If I lift this up, yeah, that's all right. So yeah, I do want to order another one of these. So if I did the maths right, I need at least one more of these, and then a few just flat tiles to finish off the roof. Reason why this actually came from the Dual Geno set from 2013, and yeah, I definitely want to get another one then to help just tile off flat, because I don't plan on doing any roof design for this one. So yeah, that is so far the LEGO the new shop that I'm working on. So yeah, let's move on to the next building. Now, of course, moving on to the next modular is one I didn't actually have in the city, because one, there was no space for it without having an empty slot, but also I just wasn't happy with it, and that is my Nelson and Murdock design. So far, it was going to look quite flat, and I'm honestly just not happy with this, so I am just going to start from the beginning, if I'm perfectly honest, and I may just do a time lapse to go through it. I think the back is fine, I'm pretty happy with how that's going, but at the minute, it's just like, at the minute, so I obviously want like that. The sides and the back is all completely fine. It's really just that front. Now, obviously, I've got, this is a one with studs on the back, which isn't ideal, but again, I could probably switch that in the future. Yeah, let's go into a time lapse to fix this design as best as I can. So yeah, after that time lapse, which you guys saw that I was tearing it apart, pulling it up so many times, I just generally was struggling with the design of what I wanted, and I'm still not entirely sure if I'm happy with this, but I tried to make sure I still had enough spots for the door, and just what I wanted to do, which was very difficult. Now, recently, another LEGO YouTuber called Holly on Film has actually done her own Nelson and Murdock design, which actually had a few of the ideas that I had in my mind for what I want to do, because I actually was working on this, like, had the idea writing down before her first episode came out. But obviously, clearly, we both praying for Spider-Man No Way Home, which, if you didn't know, spoilers for a film that came out last December, which most people have honestly seen if they cared. Matt Murdock showed up. I've only seen the first two seasons of the Netflix show because I wanted to also watch Jessica Jones, Iron Fist, Luke Cage, Punisher, and Defenders before I get to the third season, because I think doing the third season, I need to watch the third season after I watch Defenders, because that's when the team up. I'm not sure if there's any references in that, so it's one of those things that better be safe than sorry. So this is what I've gotten so far. It's really difficult to say if I'm happy with this design, because at the minute, if I do some of this and put some of the blocks on, I'm not entirely sure if I'm happy with it, right? It's quite difficult, and obviously I can fit this in here. I guess I did see what she had done as well, and the worry is I didn't want to look like I was copying her design, because I didn't want to plagiarize anyone. But then it's just like really difficult to work on, because I'm just not sure what I want to do. Because if I do the 2x3, obviously when I get the bricks going up, it's all gonna be fine, but it's just one of those things I'm just not sure about. And I don't even have all the parts I need. I'm probably gonna need to order like a bunch of parts, if I'm gonna be honest. I would not be shocked at that at all, because I just don't have the parts necessary to really get started on this model. And even now, there's an idea of what I also want to do. But if you look at what I've got so far, I've built up the walls a little bit. I could take some bricks from the back, so I may do that quickly, honestly. Just take one of the 1x2s for now, just so I know where I want to stop with that. I don't think that will give me help too much. This is really difficult at the minute, obviously, because I don't fully know where I want to go with this. And that's why I'm very clumsy as a builder sometimes, so it's just one of those things. I do want to also do my own sign for Nelson and Murdock. I need to get the dimensions sort of for a 2x3 plate, obviously, at the minute. But yeah, another thing I do want to do, which I saw Holly also do, which is something I didn't have an original idea for, but because I'm redoing the building a little bit anyway, I've looked at the of the actual model, and at the minute, I've brought these clips with me as well, so that I can look at dimensions-wise for this. Now, unfortunately, I haven't brought enough bricks with me to build up, because obviously I'd want potentially one of these bricks like this, that either fits in, because I'm not sure if I want to use a black or a light stone grey tube. I may go with black, I'm not sure. Like, just for now doing that. But then that doesn't give me enough space either, so it's, I'm not happy with this design. I may have to do another follow-up video on this, or just do some stuff off camera, because again, I'm not sure if I'm happy with this design. Like, I want to get I don't want to do it on a larger base plate, which some of you guys may suggest. I don't want to work on a larger base, because I think Nelson Murdock needs to be a 16x32 plate. And at the minute, I'm just really annoyed with this, because I want to obviously work on this, and it's really difficult. Okay. Obviously I do have Studio, which is a Bricklink, like, virtual builder. I just don't know how to fully use that yet, and we'll see if I have to learn how to do it for this. This is really complicated. I made it. So I need 6 studs. I think that's in a minute. I may just leave this like this. I may come back to it in this video, and so yeah, let's move on to the third modular at the minute. I'm definitely going to come back to this. This is not working out at all. Yeah, guys, let's move on to the third modular. Now, moving on to the third modular is the park that I'm working on. Now, I had an idea in mind to get a few trees that we'll see if I do like another update. But at the minute, because I've got a few modules on the go, I want to work on all 3 at the same time, so hence why this update's got all 3. Because if I did just one building, there's not as much content for an update, so at the minute I've got this bench which came with the Lego Extra, I think, City Pack. I can't remember which one it was, but again, I could place that somewhere. We'll see where I place it within the city. I eventually want to do, obviously, as I mentioned in the Lego City Tour Plus Plans video, is I want a fountain. Now, I thought I had the parts for that. Unfortunately, looking through my part collection, I don't have enough of it to do it, but at the minute I want to work on the pathway. Now, I sorted out through my parts, and I found all my light stone grey and dark stone grey studs, and my light stone grey and dark stone grey tiles. This is what I used to sort my keep my bricks in storage. So yeah, that's the plan, and I'm probably going to start laying down a path going around. I don't know, because again, there's not much space, which is kind of the problem at the minute, because I've wanted to confine to the modular system, which for this I think there should have been a bigger one, but I can't really do bigger. So let's jump into this. We'll see how this goes. So yeah, that is so far the path that I've got so far, to also putting in the little bench. Now, you did see me trying to like remove the base plate at some point, because annoying enough, these the tiles are actually quite annoying to remove, so I had to literally pick the base plate off, and then I managed to obviously got one going flying with the brick separator. It was quite a pain because I realized that it just wasn't going really well at the minute, and it was just really frustrating. I just realized I've missed a full row, so I'm gonna just fill that in while I talk very quickly. But so far I think it's looking really good. I do like the whole pattern I've got going on, because I think the pattern just works really nicely, and it just means that so far I just heard like this. So far it's like that. Plus I've got it not going through the I'm not gonna go through the park bench. But yeah, probably around this point here will probably be a fountain. I'm not entirely sure yet. I may end up having to rip a lot of this up anyway, annoyingly. But that is so far what I've got done. I may work on a little bit more later on, especially since this will probably be where one entranceway goes. And then this will be where another entranceway goes. I probably need to work on that, but I think now that I've started on this way, I'm probably going to work a bit more round a bit more. I don't know. It's quite complicated. So I think for now, I may leave it there, because obviously I need to work on everything a bit more. I need to work on the parts for the fountain. I think that will probably be the next step, I think, and then placing the path around that. I'll still have these the studs and tiles separated, so it'll be easy for me to access. And yeah, I think this is going well so far. I do enjoy finally being able to place this. I would like to very much get the gates as well, but I've not been able to get the parts for them yet, and we'll see what happens. So yeah, let's move back to Nelson and Murdock, because I just can't stop thinking about that modular. I need to really get some good progress down for that modular, because it's the only one that hasn't had anything really set in stone. And also, so far I've got like some where you can see them next to each other, and then some where they're just not next to each other, which I think works. But yeah, it's been really difficult just to like try and get the pattern sorted. Is that even? I think is that silver? 1 second. Is that silver? Not grey. Oh, that's fun. That's not the right colour. I thought I got. Is that another one like that? That's not one. Right. Yeah. Now that my mistake has been fixed, yeah, that is so far what I've got for the park, which I think is really exciting. Plus, I've got these 2 extra 2x2 tiles, obviously from removing them from the new shop. So let's place them down. Obviously, it does nothing to the overall amount of work done, but yeah, that is so far my park modular being worked on. So yeah, let's get back to the Nelson and Murdock modular. Now back to this modular. I've literally just been really frustrated with this one, guys. Like, I've literally raided all my parts. I've got all that. So to start off with, I am picking it back up, but also I am taking this, which is double-sided, and replacing it with the single-sided one that I found to make that look a lot better. So I'm just going to empty out all the mess that's inside of here. That's fine, move all of them to the side. And get into a very quick time lapse to do some more stuff, and I'll probably be back in a few minutes after the time lapse, probably with how long it's gonna last before I examine the next step. So yeah, let's get into the time lapse. Oh my gosh. I unfortunately had to use... I was looking at Holly on Film's version of Nelson Murdock and see how she sort of did parts for like what I decided to revise my model to be. The problem is it's looking a little bit similar to us, but again, it's based off the same reference to that being from the Spider-Man video game, and it's gonna look a little bit like it, unfortunately, but I'm gonna try... Obviously, I'm planning to do different things, like I'm planning on still doing the second floor. Her second floor is all tan. I'm sticking with dark red bricks, meaning I'm gonna need a ton of these bricks, and I've literally these are the what's left that have not gone on the model yet. It's quite insane. I'm generally wondering what to do next, because obviously at the minute this is where the sign's gonna go. Try going for different style building techniques a little bit. I've got the grey rim that you can see on the actual building that Holly was put in her design. And I decided to add it to mine, and I think it looked really well. You notice I put a lot more 1x1s down, which isn't fun, but hey, I don't have any more 1x4s or 1x2s because I used all of them. It wasn't fun, honestly. So at the minute, this is what I've got. I still want to place this down to get, I think either the black's going to be what I use, or it will be the grey. And I actually think it's honestly going to be grey. Not grey, sorry. I'm probably going to use black, I think. Okay, just quickly get something. I've just realised I need this very quick just to work. So very quickly, just so I can go up to the top a little bit. Okay, that's all good. I'll probably place a 1x1 dark red brick. And looking at the back is where I kind of got to start to stop a little bit, because I don't have anything to go there, which would mean if I place these down, there's literally nothing on them, which I'm just place that for now. But again, I just don't have those bricks, so for now I'm just not going to place them. I've placed back down the side. Why did I stop at this point when there's still all this? The plan is actually at the moment to do just regular dark red bricks and not the masonry ones, just because it makes it a lot easier for me when it comes to actually working on it. And yeah, that's so far the plan. Yeah, that is so far the Nelson and Murdock modular second attempt at it, which I think I really did need that break from just working on it. So yeah, let's now look at all three modulars together again. So yeah, this is the Lego City update. At the minute, these two buildings will go back to where they are in the city. This has no place on the city still, because I'm just almost out of space. But I'm really happy with the updates that have been made today, especially on Nelson and Murdock, because that went from completely need to be torn down from the front because I just was not happy with another flat building. And now I've getting a little more structure to it, I think now. Definitely hoping that this will continue in the future. At this point now, what needs to happen is just buying bricks. I've got a few masonry bricks left, but that's not going enough to do anything. I need to get more, I think, potentially more round tiles for dark stone grey and maybe some more light stone grey. I need to get more, obviously, of the tiles, like this one's obviously complete. I actually forgot to mention I did this. I'm not sure, comment down below, do you guys want me to change this row to still be this colour here? Which is the, some of the bricks you got from the dots pack, just got 2 from series 2, which is the orange bags. So if I just look at it, I like that you see this pattern, plus you can put something like, if I take the stick, I can put in there, so if I need a character standing, should be able to do that. Yeah, it can sort of go in. So if I need a character to balance themselves, I can do that easily. I like this little river I've got here. Just depends if you guys comment down below, do you want me to do another row there? I like the fact that you see three rows of these, so you can actually get the full pattern going, which I think is really cool. I didn't want another row because it just didn't make sense to. But yeah, I am incredibly happy, I think, with the progress made on these modulars. Definitely want to work more on them. I don't know whether I'll do some more work on them off camera, or will I do it on camera. I kind of want to do it on camera because then I actually get a little bit more done. And honestly, it just motivates me a bit more. Like, I can actually show the progress, show the updates as they come, which is really exciting for me. So yeah, thank you all very much for watching this video. Please be sure to like and subscribe and comment down below. Which one are you most happy with so far? I'm personally, after the rage that I felt after trying to do Nelson and Murdock, I'm happy with where it's going at the minute. I just need to order parts. And the thing in second place is the new shop. I think it's going to be very close to getting done. I wouldn't be surprised if you get a full episode dedicated to this one eventually, when I can get the parts for the roof, plus to do the interior, because that's the other problem as well. Is like, the interior for this one's going to be fun. I need to get all the parts for this. And this doesn't have any walls, so I only focus on the inside of it. But yeah, that is so far what I've got, and I'm really happy with this. So yeah, I'll see you all in another video. Okay guys, goodbye.